what are the things that the tenant should look for? Like, for example, do they put quads in the room? Do they soundproof? We're going to take this pre-built because I know that not every pre-built is built to the same standard.
So a tenant does thoroughly need to go through the space. And as you brought up, soundproofing is a huge issue. When we do pre-builts, every wall that we build goes from slab to slab and has insulation in it, even if there's a hung ceiling for some reason.
What about power?
Power, we provide in every office a quad at the desk and a duplex across on the other wall in normal size offices. If the office is larger and can fit, say, 2 or 3 people, we recommend to the landlord that they do multiple outlets and multiple data drops. It just makes sense, because to come back and have to put an outlet in or put a data drop in is expensive and time consuming.
How do you power the workstations? Where did you drop it in, or do you wait for it? Do you core drill in and then bring the power up to the workstations, or do you wait for the tenant wants the power?
So generally, if there's a couple of columns in the space, and probably a given that workstations will be located against those columns, we'll provide a power and a data feed at those columns. As far as any workstations in an open area that's not adjacent to a column or a wall, we'll do a test fit, but the tenant might come in and want to do a different furniture layout. So we recommend to the landlords, in general, this is what they do, that they wait until they have a tenant. The tenant will say, okay, this is my furniture layout, this is where I need my power, and then they'll do the floor cores. So to do them ahead of time, they could very well be in the wrong spot, and then you have to get rid of them, you have to close them up, you have to re-core drill. It doesn't make sense.
Question, what is the largest pre-built you've ever done?
The largest pre-built has been just about 13,000 square feet as a single tenant pre-built. It was a 13,000 square foot floor. And it did rent relatively quickly. And we actually made no changes to the space, no architectural changes. I'm sure the landlord may have done some power and data changes, but there were no architectural changes to the space.
So if you're a landlord and you're doing a 10 to 13,000 square foot pre-built, that's a lot different than a 2 to 3,000. What advice would you give that landlord?
It is different. And I think, as I mentioned earlier, pre-builts generally are, say, 2,500 to 4,500 square feet, because those are tenants that can't wait for the whole process, the whole design and furniture and filing and construction process. They need to be in quickly. The larger tenants may have more specific requirements. They may have their own architect or designer. They may have a contractor they want to use. Going larger is a little bit of a chance that you take. We have done very larger spaces that we've divided up into smaller pre-builts. We can also take a floor that's, say, 15,000 square feet and design it such that you could add demising walls between the spaces. If they want 6,000 square feet, put a demising wall in. If they want 12, you put a demising wall in.